All right, so you see this weapon here? Yeah, this gun right here can take down a whole wall with just one shot.
Dynamite's
One,
cheap.
yeah, one shot. You don't. Dynamite's hella expensive, man.
Not where I know how to get it.
Mm. And this pistol right here shoots shockwaves like it's the thunder gun from Zombies. Very good crowd control weapons. You will need this. It will help you do better at your job.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, I believe the police have these things. They're called sound cannons. Why would I want one of these?
Because it's not a sound cannon, it's a wind cannon.
The whole point is that it shoots shockwaves. It can still blow out people's eardrums. The point is, look, sorcerer, I appreciate you doing this all, but I don't need cosmic weapons. I don't need to be fighting gods. That's your speed. I look out for the little guy. Don't take this from me.
If you want to look out for the little guy, I made these boots for you. Just like the boots that you wore when you went to go rescue those superheroes from prison.
Okay, at the very least, I could use those boots, but I don't need weapons. I just need tools. So I'll take the boot. I'm not taking
In that
any.
case, take this jacket.
I like my jacket. It was a gift from my wife.
It's an overcoat, man.
Yeah, this overcoat is for my wife.
That's your leather jacket. You told me your leather jacket was from your wife, not not that overcoat.
So is this one. She gets a lot of my clothes. I don't know how to dress myself.
I did not know how to dress yourself. You're 30 fucking years old.
Like I just like not having to think so much. Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah. Anyways, back to weapons.
Ugh.
Dance grenade.
Do you got a pair of magic brass knuckles or something? I'll take those. It's like ones that don't need any repairs or anything.
With me, you don't need those.
I
Yeah, you got gloves with nice guards, with nice metal knuckle guards. This is the kind of shit I use.
I prefer for them to come with bright red.
These are not light red.
I said bright red.
Oh, these are not bright red either.
These are bright red. Dude, are you fucking colorblind?
I've lived like 3 of your lifetimes. Take my advice for once, please.
Dude. No.
Oh my fucking god!
What?
Alright, I snapped my fingers. They're black. Happy now?
Okay, thank you. Yeah. What's up, Popsicle?
It's just fucking... Sorry, I've just been doing this guy. I've been on fucking scrolling social medias for a while, and I'm just getting... a little pissed. A little pissed off is all. A little frustrated because some jackass made a shit post about one of my more recent missions.
Oh shit, let me see.
Yeah, check it out. This jackass was making fun of the fact that I had frozen this, that I literally froze this fucking truck that was filled with highly illegal substances.
I don't see how that's dangerous in the long term. Like, why would he get mad about that?
He's mad because in freezing that truck, I just so happened to cover his entire goddamn fucking porch with snow.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's starting to be summer now. That shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm reading this whole thing. This dude's a dumbass.
Yeah, but like I'm sick of dealing with like social media posts like this all the fucking time. I'm just sick of it. Like every time we try to do some.
Shit back.
All right.
Take your shit back.
Yeah,
Let's
thanks.
Get started here.
Thanks. All right, so what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Celestial Citadel Superheroes. I am here with, the Grant, with everybody's favorite detective, and Doctor Sorcerer, and I'm just And today, I mainly wanted to talk about this, like, user requested, specifically this user requested, topic. And it's basically about social media and how social media has sort of affected our superhero careers. So, since I usually am the one that talks, like, the most in these places, I wanted to let you two go first. How has social media really affected you guys? And, like, is there anything specific about social media you would want changed or, anything like that?
I want to see memes and not borderline corn.
Yeah, I can't disagree. I'd like to stop seeing a lot of discourse about that new Assassin's Creed game that came out. Like, I don't even fucking care. Just
I don't even care about Assassin's Creed.
yeah, I was like, I'm tired of seeing racist shitheads thinking they can get away with doing shit. Just that's my only problem. It's like I don't give a fuck if the game's good or bad. I'm just like I'm fine with as long as people enjoy it. That's fine. But like I don't want to hear discourse.
Yeah, I think the main issue that I sort of have with social media is how a lot of the discourse surrounding superheroes makes no goddamn sense. Like, I'm sick and tired of people complaining about superhero no-kill rules. Are you like? I'm sick of this shit. There is a reason we don't kill our fucking villains legally. We are not allowed to.
What's the point of being a vigilante if you work outside the law? Yeah, we don't want cops storming our place. That's why.
Oh, that's God. Which in that case,
they've already lived several lifetimes. They're good.
Yeah, plus, most of us aren't fucking.
Just fucking kill them.
Plus, most of us aren't vigilantes. Like, a lot of us aren't vigilantes. We work for fucking governments. Who do you think pays for the Celestial Citadel?
Not the United Nations. Well, the United Nations.
It's like, yeah, we don't take government bribes anymore.
Yeah, and even when we did take them, we just, took the money and we ignored them anyway. I know I did once. There was this fucking mayor. There was this random ass.
I did that several times.
Yeah, there was like this one mayor that wanted me to basically freeze the entirety of Central Park in New York City, and I told him he can go fuck himself. I wanted to basically make like a giant ice skating rink, and I made it very clear that I was not going to fucking do that.
Oh man. Yeah, I must have done that several times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just taking money from corrupt people and ignoring them. Just ignore the corrupt politician. Fix the issue. And just scam the politicians.
Yeah, scam them.
Apparently, people are also pissed off that we do that on social media, just scamming politicians. Like, people act like just because we're, like fucking heroes that we have to be like the most morally upstanding individuals all the time. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, we don't have to do that. Like, we don't have to be morally upstanding. We can do whatever the fuck we want. It's our bodies. It's our powers. Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, we just choose to do good anyway.
Exactly. Like, half of us, if we were fucking supervillains, we would own the goddamn world. The only reason we don't is because we're good people.
Yeah. Okay, now it's starting to sound like... Actually, when you put it like that, it kind of sounds like... It's like, well, you better be grateful that we don't conquer the world, and it's this sort of thing. We're starting to sound like politicians ourselves, dude.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's starting to sound pretty scummy.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but
I remember before the Citadel even existed, we were more of anti-heroes of anything.
Yeah. I wasn't. I was like your standard goody two-shoes motherfucker. Like, I literally thought, like, when I was like, I think I was 19 when this happened, but there was actually this gang of motherfuckers that were trying to steal from grocery stores. Like, they would steal grocery stores, like, extra shit. and I was over here like, hey, stealing is wrong. I was that type of hero. I was literally like, but stealing is wrong. I didn't care what the problem was. I was an annoying little shit. Like, people didn't complain about me when I was doing that, but I stop a a truck filled with drugs in broad daylight. Yeah, let's turn that into 50 fucking memes about snow. And before you ask, the drug was cocaine, so that's probably where the memes came from.
Cocking.
There are no balls here. We're not cocking anything.
Okay. Have I told my story before? Like why I started doing this whole thing?
Oh, actually, no. I don't think we ever got your origin.
My dad was a police detective, and I kind of wanted to follow in suit. So I went to the academy and like tried to get started on that whole thing. Eventually, I did make detective. That's when I found out about my powers, like on my first case. But the thing is, like, I kind of had to keep it a secret because like I was finding all this stuff. For some reason, the lieutenant and basically my boss, he was like getting really up my ass about it, and that's eventually how I found out that like the lieutenant at the time actually was the person responsible for this murder, and then he was trying to get it covered up, but like so he obviously didn't like me snooping around, so I got that guy, so I got him arrested. But then like I was already becoming fed up with police corruption, which, to be fair, I should have already known that from the way that Dad talked about his fellow cops.
Yeah.
And I decided to strike out on my own, but I like the 1930s detective aesthetic, so that's why I kept like calling myself the detective.
Nice.
And now you know. I still don't fully know where my powers come from, though.
Well, alcoholism does tend to run in many families.
Yeah, it kind of ran in mine, maternally at least. For my mom and her mom, and I think her great grandma, like they had alcohol problems, but like my mom's working on it. My dad, yeah, he kept trying to push her to get to rehab. It really helped.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's nice when people help each other.
I mean, they still divorced, but like he still cared about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked.
Well, take it from someone whose parents are also divorced, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that sometimes it is for the best. Like, I know a lot of people and a lot of kids will, or a lot of people will say, oh, like, like, you need both parents to be in the picture. And I'm over here like, you really don't. If both parents don't like each other, or if they're not happy with each other, they shouldn't stay together just for the kid, because the second the kid moves out, or if you haven't fixed like your problems and shit, you can make the home life even worse.
Yeah.
You know?
Which the full embodiment of like, just because your parents don't like each other doesn't mean they don't like you.
Yeah, which, I'm gonna be real. I know this originally the idea I had was that we were gonna talk more about like social media and stuff, but like, what are some like social issues that you guys have actually noticed in the superhero community? Because one of the biggest ones that I've definitely noticed has very easily been like fucking God, how do I say it's mostly been like relationships, like the way superheroes talk about relationships for the most part. Like, I feel like that's a big social issue a lot of people don't that a lot of people don't really like to talk about that much, like superheroes and their problems, and especially how they post about them online, like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, as someone who has experienced a lot of cultural changes, yeah, I mean, take it from me. The Wild West was legit my childhood. Yeah, as someone who has seen a lot of cultural changes throughout his lifetime, I can tell you social media enables people to say the quiet part out loud. People need to do that more.
Yeah, well, like, what's some stuff that you've, like, specifically noticed that like, that you kind of feel iffy about, if that makes sense?
Sorry, I went and grabbed a snack.
Ah, you're good. Not a whole lot, really. I did live through the civil rights movement. and lots of oppression and whatnot.
Yeah. Also, before you guys ask, before anyone out there asks, the reason why the detective sounds the way that he does is because his microphone is currently broken.
Yeah, I'm recording off my phone right now.
Yeah, we did a rock paper scissors to see who would get the good mics, and well, let's just say I pulled a rock paper scissors, lizard Spock, and I casted Spock.
Okay, so the question was, it's like our thoughts on like the current span of social media, right?
Yeah, like what is like some specific things on social media that you find kind of annoying in our superhero climate?
I guess mainly it is just people making assumptions, and like despite our actions, like the phrase "actions speak louder than words," and yet somehow even that isn't good enough for some people. Like we're always holding our own accountable. At least we try to.
Yeah, like there was
we don't let like other superheroes get away with like secretly doing heinous shit. We always bring them down.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like some people don't really care about that. Like, remember, God, hold on. What was, like, I could have sworn that there was this hero that you busted a few years ago, and, the guy that helped you bust him, he was, like, falsely accused of something, and even though all of the fucking evidence had, kind of just come out about what had actually happened, people still treat that guy like shit. What was his name?
Pelfer. I think we're talking about Pelfer.
Oh yeah, Pulfer. Yeah, like
Pelfer.
Oh, Pilfer. Sorry.
He used to be a criminal. He used to be a street thief. That's why he calls himself that.
Yeah, but didn't he get in trouble for everyone, he got falsely accused by several different superheroes of stealing really valuable pieces of technology from them. And even though you found the guy who actually did it, like the actual hero that was responsible, don't some of those heroes still treat him like crap because they don't believe he didn't do it or didn't have something to do with it, even though he's been to therapy for his kleptomania for years. That guy has been to therapy for his kleptomania. He is not a kleptomaniac anymore. He is fine now, and he has shown that without a shadow of a doubt. He has shown that.
I was not aware of the kleptomania, however.
Well, yeah, but people still treat that guy like crap because on social media, I can't go on social media, I can't go 5 fucking scrolls down about superheroes without someone making a meme about them, being like, "Oh, you better keep that hidden. He's gonna steal shit from you," or some crap like that.
The whole point of him calling himself Pilfer is that he never forgets why he became a hero in the first place, and it's so he never does that shit again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But people don't seem to care about that. They just care about the fact that, oh, he used to be a thief, so apparently that's all that matters to motherfuckers.
Just the whole thing is basically just people wanting to pretend to have the moral high ground, but this is the internet. No one fucking cares.
Exactly.
It's you're not proving it to yourself. You're not proving it to anyone. And it's all performative at the end. You're not making any decent change in the world.
Yeah. And morally, in hell, the moral thing to do, if you really want to be a moral high ground motherfucker, it's to at least it's to, for the most part, forgive and forget. Because that's the thing, most of the shit that a lot of people get hate for on the internet are things that are very easy to just forgive and forget when you think about it. I remember one of my superhero friends by the name of Living Vine. She used to basically create these really adorable talking plants for the most part. And people hated her, or at least a bunch of vegans hated on her, because they're like, well, you shouldn't be forcing plants to talk for your content and stuff like that. And of course, she didn't really think she was doing anything wrong, but she still apologized anyway. Motherfuckers, to this day, still harass her for shit, and they say, oh, well, we're holding her accountable. Motherfucker, she doesn't make that content anymore, number one. And number two, the only content she makes is like those fucking garden selfies that you see all the time on fucking Instagram. Which, by the way, I might start posting selfies like that because I am actually going to start a garden soon.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. But like fucking these people, these individuals act like, oh, well, doing that was so awful. She should have never did it in the first place. Motherfucker, there was nothing wrong with what she did in the first place. You assholes are just being a bunch of bitches. Like that's yeah. And don't even get me started on like actual criminals and shit. Cause like the amount of actual criminals I see still getting defended online is ridiculous.
True crime podcast and the consequences of its actions.
I don't fully blame true crime podcasts, to be honest with you. Like I don't fully blame true crime podcasts. Like I feel like it did create a assortment of people who are just kind of obsessed with crime in general, because horror and whatnot is is really big, but it's not real. So people for some strange reason are like, oh my god, because it's fucking horror or some shit, like it's like we need a real fix or some crap like that. But I'm more just like, god, how do I say this? I'm more just feel like when it comes down to how social media has affected people, especially in the superhero community, it's more the sense that because we do so many good things, it's very unbelievable, Like it's very unbelievable to a lot of people that good people are constantly doing good things, and we are, able to, and that we're actively doing a lot to, to help. It apparently it gets to people, I guess, if that makes any sense. Like it's very unbelievable. And it sucks. It really does. It really sucks that no matter how much good we do, you'll have some jackasses who are under the impression that the good we're doing isn't enough, and because of that, they try to convince other people that the good we do isn't enough, which just gets on my goddamn nerves. Yeah. All right, but also like, some like to get to something else is like, what are like some other like shit on social media that you think might, that also kind of gets to you, that pisses you off a little bit?
I'm barely on social media, so I really don't care, to be honest with you.
Well, is there anything that like, well, have you at least encountered anything that would like frustrate you about how people react about superheroes?
Kind of already gave my thoughts on that.
All right.
Yeah. So we're just.
I mean, I like to view people like that as people with Down syndrome.
Wow.
They remind me of people with Down syndrome.
Wow. That's really the hill you want to go for?
Because that's how they act.
What?
Well, take it from someone who has a friend with Down syndrome. I'd say he's actually a lot smarter than those people.
Yeah. There are a lot of good people with Down syndrome out there, but man, those internet trolls is something else.
Yeah, I don't think we should compare internet trolls to people with Down syndrome, to be real.
Yeah.
Rain is an old man, after all.
Yeah, Rain. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yes, an old man.
I'll try to find something else.
Yeah, an old man who, by the way, and don't get mad at me for exposing you like this, but
I turned 165 this year.
Oh yeah,
You're 300 years old.
I was born in 1860, man. I turned 165 this July.
Oh, right.
So all those, I'm over like 400 some years old, those are all just jokes.
Those are just that's just some shit people assumed about me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure I've heard, like, the words out of your mouth. I'm sure someone, like, some words out of your mouth have been, man, I'm like 400, like, I'm over, like, I'm 200 years older than this shit. Like, I don't need to be doing this. Like, I'm sure I've heard you say something like that before.
I do remember saying that I am hella old, or I'm old as fuck, or I'm older than dirt.
I am sure, I am dead serious, I have heard you say the words, like, I am 200, like, I am over 300 years old, I ain't gotta do any of this crap, or some shit like that. You have said something like this before, I know you have.
I'm pretty sure it was a joke, but as I told you, the Wild West was legit my childhood.
Wow. Was there any like social media equivalents in the Wild West? Like, did you have to go to was there like a fucking town board or something where people would post shit on?
Pretty sure that was just the newspaper.
Yeah, like,
No, they didn't really have newspapers back then. Back then, you would have to go to the saloon and hear the gossip.
Go to the saloon and hear the gossip.
I grew up in what is now San Francisco.
So what kind of how did the gossip really affect you being a hero in the Wild West?
Desperado.
And nothing much. A lot of shit I didn't really care about.
Dude, like, the newspaper is 200 years older than you are. Are you serious that they didn't have it back then?
They couldn't get him out there at the time.
Oh.
And like I said, it was the town that became San Francisco. They didn't really have their own newspaper yet.
Yeah, but did
You
people
live in the town with no name?
But did people like say anything about you back then? Like, were there some things that people said about you that when you heard, you were just like, okay, that's some fucking bullshit?
I'm pretty sure someone accused him of being a witch.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I've accused him of being a witch.
Yeah, you get a lot of those.
Jesus, man. Yeah. Way to feel good about myself for not having, like, some serious, significant superpowers, huh?
Yeah.
You're literally an alcoholic radar.
Yeah, but I don't shoot fire from my hand, so nobody can call me a witch about it.
I can.
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
Because you guys know how this shit works. They don't. As far as I know, I'm just good at finding stuff, and I'm only drunk when I do it.
I wonder how funny it would be if people like listen back to this years, like if some of your old colleagues listened to our podcast and they were like, so this motherfucker was just wasted the whole time. I wonder how funny that would be.
Yeah.
Like in fact, I think I actually saw somebody. I think I actually saw somebody the other day when I was at the grocery store. I think I saw them. I think they were actually one of your old colleagues because they recognized. I don't know if they recognized me or something because I wasn't costume. Mainly because sometimes when I go to grocery stores in costumes, I get discounts. The cashiers and like the managers give me discounts, which, I'm just gonna be real. If people say I'm abusing my power by doing that, fuck you. Groceries are expensive. Number one, and number two, I think someone actually did, and he's like, "Do you have that podcast with that detective guy that drinks a lot?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am. Do you know him?" He's like, "I think I used to work with him. In fact, I think I might have been his boss." Did you used to work for an old lady?
No, I didn't.
You didn't work for an old lady. Hold on. Did you work for
I'm sorry. My mind's still stuck in the lieutenant. For a very brief time, actually, like, weirdly enough, I was doing some work in the UK, and I was working for, like, doing some work for MI6. I was working under a lady who only went under the initial J.
Ah, yes.
I think her name might have been Joan, actually. I don't know, but like she went by the name Jay, and I'm just imagining, damn, this lady must be a big fan of James Bond.
Yeah, that's like, hold on. Did she have blonde or white hair?
I think it was dyed at the time. I think it was brown.
Oh, because the lady I talked to had like fucking chrome blonde hair. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because there was this lady, because like I think this lady, like she walked up to me and she's like, you know, he was a really good detective. He used to drink a lot though, and I always wondered why. So like I think I might have accidentally bumped into one of your old colleagues.
Well, it was a Jim. I think it might have been Jim.
Yeah.
Sounds like him.
No, it was a woman. It was a woman. I can tell she you know she.
So Regina. Okay.
Regina.
Hi, Regina. If you're watching this.
Oh. Yeah, she was a woman. I knew it. She had the boobs. She was one of the ones who exists with boobs.
Oh wait, hold on. She was like, okay, so she's like in her early 50s right now. Still looks pretty damn good for her age, but her hair is dark with like a white streak in it, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, just making doubly sure.
Yeah, like her hair is chrome blonde, but it's like a dark blonde. It makes it look silver, and then there's just like one part of it that's like, you know, a streak. Well, that's the best way I can describe it.
We're having some discrepancy on whether or not she was a brunette or a blonde.
I mean, she could have been a dark blonde or a cherry blonde, which, by the way,
How long
whoever...
ago was this?
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, she probably could have just dyed her hair again.
Yeah. And, by the way, whoever came up with the name for, like, fucking cherry blonde, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. That doesn't look like a cherry. That, like...
Would cherry be like a darker red?
Yeah, like when I hear when I hear cherry blonde, I'm thinking, so it's like red and blonde. No, cherry blonde is not fucking reddish at all.
Hold on, I'm gonna look this up real quick.
Yeah, look it up. I am old as fuck.
Yeah, like there's no red in that at all. I mean, maybe like a little yellowish or maybe orange, but like that is not red to me. That is like a brown.
Pink.
Exactly. Cherries are not fucking pink.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Blossom blonde maybe, but like that shit's pink.
Ugh.
Oh, no, salmon. It's like at the darkest, it's salmon.
You sound like King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph.
Hold on. Hey, it's the same color hair my wife has.
Yeah, it's kind of why it pisses me off, because how dare you miscolorize the fucking...
How the fuck can you call this blonde?
Exactly.
Tiny tinted yellow? I'm not sure.
This picture I'm seeing right now isn't blonde. This is ginger. This one's a redhead.
I mean, yeah, they look redheadish. Ugh. Which, speaking of redheads, back to the topic of social media real quick. What is with all these fucking superhero cosplayers in just... Like, what is, like, can we sue superhero cosplayers who use our costumes for, like, OnlyFans or, like, or shit like that?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that is
we
gross.
should be able to.
Like, I feel like we should have the right to do that shit. Because I saw someone wearing, like, there was this girl wearing my fucking costume. Literally had my costume down to the last minute detail. Even had that old ass staff that I used to have, and which I put in the thumbnails because, you know, I thought it'd be a nice reference to people who know about my past. But like, yeah, down to the fucking staff I used to use, and she was just fucking pole dancing. And I just like, can we sue? Can we?
Wait, that was someone else? I thought that was a video of you.
All right, first of all, I don't have titties, number one.
She was doing it kind of fast. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I thought that was you, and I was like, damn, when'd you get so skinny?
Okay, first of... Ouch. Just ouch. Wow. I am not fat.
Dude, you're built as shit.
I am so glad I'm barely on social media.
I'm saying, like, when did you turn into a twig?
Man, I am so glad I'm barely on social media, because if I was...
Wait, you're banned on social media?
You know, I'm barely on social media.
Oh, I thought you said banned. Like, what the fuck did you do to get banned on social media? Like, all social media. Like, what the like, did you cast a fucking spell through the phone and, like, make a rapist's balls explode or some shit?
Oh, man, I wish I could do that, but nope. Yeah, there's no such thing as getting banned on social media. I'm barely on social media. Yeah, guess if I was a social media frequenter, you bet your ass I would have seen some feminized version of me. I am not kidding.
Yeah, there's like I feel like the closest picture to you on the internet is the goddamn thumbnails, and that's it. And even then, I don't think anyone can really make anything sexual out of it. You're an old man. Who sexualizes old men?
Weird motherfuckers. That's who. Weird motherfuckers.
Yeah, true. And not only that, but I've also been kind of like I don't know if I've really said this recently, but I've kind of been a little jaded with all the memes that have been going around about me. Like, not even just the fucking, like, the more recent ones. I'm just a little pissed off at the fact that there are so many fucking people who actually will look at a meme about fucking power scaling. Like, I'm gonna be real here. I am not a fan of people who try to power scale us on social media, because here's the thing. Most of the shit we do based on sheer luck. Literally, most of the crap we do is sheer luck. It is not because, oh, we're like these hardened, trained motherfuckers. No. Alright? Half of the time, I don't know how the detective puts a lot of his shit together, but I know it can't be because of skill, because I've seen him get thrown through a fucking semi-truck and survive it. So, yeah, stop trying to fucking power scale us. It doesn't work. Alright? It is physically impossible. Like, you want to know who dictates who wins a fight? Who has the cheapest shots? Like, I remember there was this woman who, like, I remember there was this fucking female superhero I used to roll with named Magma Man, like not Magmania or some shit like that. I think it was Magmania. And she could literally turn, like, anything into molten in the span of seconds. For years, I believed she was stronger than me, and she believed it too. Alright? I genuinely thought, this woman is stronger than me. I could never beat her in a goddamn fight. Guess what happened the first time we decided to have like a legit sparring session?
You won because you cheap shotted?
I didn't just fucking win. I knocked her the fuck out.
Damn.
Yeah, my ice was so goddamn cold that when she reduced the entire room to molten rock, like she turned all the concrete molten, I froze it back into rock in the span of 2 seconds, and she slipped, and she was knocked the fuck out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. And here we got people trying to do like fucking power scaling shit. Literally some jackass the other day was like, I believe Magmania could kick the shit out of Human Popsicle because she was able to control an entire volcano once. Motherfucker, how many volcanoes do you know are in fucking, like, how many volcanoes do you know are anywhere near cities? If we got into a fight, she would have to turn the entire street into fucking magma in order to beat me. And even then, I would just freeze it back into rock. And guess what would happen? She'd slip, and she'd get knocked the fuck out.
Knock the fuck out.
Which also, fun fact, I saw someone power scaling you, detective. And guess what they said?
No, no. Hold on. What the fuck?
Yeah, I might have to edit this part out.
Yeah, you definitely gotta edit this part out. His real name just got leaked.
I mean, everyone knows Thomas's real name.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, outside of the podcast, yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, you're back, buddy?
Yeah.
Alright, quick edit right there, everybody. We got interrupted. But anyway, yeah, I saw someone power scaling you, my dear friend. Turns out they were trying to say that your old partner, well, not partner, I guess sidekick more like it, but that motherfucker could kick your ass in a fight. I'm just gonna be real. I kind of agree.
They really had to throw Stinger into this hole.
Actually, I do have the post. It's right here.
I mean, to be fair, Stinger probably could win, but still, man, he's not gonna like this.
He's not gonna like that. You know, he could probably kick your ass.
Because he doesn't really care for that kind of comparison.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he just wants to get shit done. He doesn't care who does it first.
Yeah. It's like Daredevil.
Yeah, kinda.
Which
Hold on. Time to grab my shit. See if anybody's power scaling me.
yeah, this is what's gonna put the doctor on social media, seeing people power scaling him.
I don't think people even know I exist.
No, a lot of people know you exist, especially because of the podcast. They've been looking into a lot of your old shit.
Yeah, they're figuring out how crazy of a man I am.
You ain't just crazy. You're freaking insane. That's the type of crazy you are. You's insane in the membrane.
I'm insane in the brain.
I've actually never heard the original version of that song.
Yeah, people are comparing me to Florida Man.
Florida. I hate that there's like an actual fucking superhero named Florida Man. Like
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. I genuinely fucking hate that. It is so annoying cuz like he literally, like, this dude is clearly a fucking reality warper. That's the worst part about it. He is a fucking reality warper. And out of all the names he could have chosen any fucking name, but he just said, "Nah, I'm just going to name myself after a dead meme." Like, seriously. Have some self-fucking respect, man. And what's even worse is he doesn't even do the meme properly. He shows up like a, "Hello, how do you do, fellow kids?" looking ass motherfucker. Like, seriously.
Yeah, time to pay Florida Man a visit later.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean,
speaking of Florida Man, yeah, Pops, you ever heard of the Florida Man Challenge?
yes, I have heard of the Florida Man Challenge, and I think it's annoying.
It's it's literally you just Google Florida Man, then your birthday. That's it.
You know what? Let's do it right now. That's what I'm about to do.
Alright. Florida Man, July 18th. Let's go.
God damn it. Why is the first one that pops up? Alright, Florida man told police he lost it and shot mother over orange juice in an argument.
Oh man, that's some shit right there.
I know
Look at
someone's
mine.
gonna. Oh my god, what's yours?
Yeah, man. Florida man steals candles, sprays. Oh shit. Hold on.
Florida man shouldn't
Yeah,
fire.
yeah,
Chances before his arrest, cops say. Family says he needs help.
Alright, back to mine real quick. Florida man steals candles, sprays people with bear mace at mall, police say. A Florida man stole candles from a mall store and sprayed dozens of patrons with bear mace repellent before escaping.
Fucking bear mace?
Bear mace.
Why bear mace?
This is an only in Miami story, police spokesman said. You can't make this up.
I feel like people are so. You know what? Let's do Florida woman. I want to see what Florida women get a hold to. Jesus Christ! All right, Florida woman slapped black child using racist slur because she caught him eating a watermelon on his front. Jeez.
Oh no.
What? You know what? I'm pretty sure we may have made Florida man's job a little harder because now people are gonna reference these fucking memes to him, and he's gonna get pissed off at us because it's on our podcast.
I found my own Florida woman post. I don't think I can read that.
You know, you don't expect women, or you don't expect.
Yeah, send me that, detective, send me that article.
No.
Like, you don't expect.
No, I want to see what it is.
You're not gonna see it. Don't ask.
Well, we know
Okay.
your birthday, so we can just look it up. But, geez, like, Like I know because we live in a pretty shitty society, we don't really expect women to be criminals or to do criminal shit. But when they do, it is.
This Florida woman was on meth.
Aren't all of them?
Fleeing from traffic stop, Florida woman causes head-on collision. Deputies say. Authorities later found meth, pills, ID cards in her car. And oh my god, her picture's insane. Yeah, let me send you this shit real quick. Yeah, let me send you all this. Yo, check this shit out.
Oh dear.
What in the fuck? I think I think I stopped that woman.
I think we should probably call it here.
Yeah, we should.
It's getting insane for my taste.
Yeah, this is a very insane thing. Maybe next time we talk about social media, it'll be about wholesome things like puppies and chubby babies dancing with puppies.
And actual good memes.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you all so much for listening to this episode of the Celestial Citadel Superheroes.
Jeez, man, I am deleting this picture.
Yeah, we'll actually talk more about some superhero shit next time. I'm sure there's a lot more we can definitely get into. Well, all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and remember, everything we talk about, everything we say, and everything we play, we do it for love. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Time to go ask Florida man if he wants to go for drinks.
I know I need one.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to go for one?
I could go as one.
Don't you already have a drink in your hand?
No, I mean,
We'll go to like a milkshake. We'll go to like a milkshake bar or something. I don't know.
A milkshake bar. Don't milkshake bars actually like mix like whiskey and stuff in the milkshake? They call it hard.
I'm on.
Yeah.
All right. And stop.